Hi everyone, welcome to TransByDef on Saturdays with Harley. Um, Hi. I just want to talk to you a little bit today. I think this past week I've been experiencing like crazy shit, so it's very emotional, um, things like that, it's hormones. Um, but some of the other things about hormones I just wanted to mention is like I've been experiencing things like I haven't experienced since I was like a kid. So like there's times I get laughter that's like unstoppable laughter or something like that. Or there was times that I'll feel like a feeling I haven't felt since I was like in first grade or something. So it's like a weird thing, but I think now it's been like I've been experiencing like being scared, which is crazy. Like I haven't been this scared since I was like 9 or so. Like I mean, I just moved into this house, and the houses are pretty scary, but like there's plenty of times I feel like something is just like for example, like the closet behind me, like I feel like something's just gonna jump out and grab me, and I'm so scared because like I'm just thinking of it now. So it's like yeah, it's pretty scary. Like I don't know, like I get scared at that shit now. It's like I don't know what's going on. Like I just feel I've been feeling like I've been starting to feel like this the whole week since I've been here, and it's just weird. Like the other day I was in bed and I was reading Edgar Allan Poe, and the fucking fan like fell out of nowhere. It just like and I was like shit. And I was just like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? And like somehow the fan just fell, like me reading a book, and it's just like out of nowhere. So it's been like interesting here. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it's sorry I'm cussing a lot. Um, beep. Anyways, I'm gonna continue on because I just took 2 minutes. But also like with hormones, I've been crying a lot. So like if I get really stressed out, I start crying. If I get sad, I cry. If angry or upset, I'll cry, which is weird. It's like I never cried when I was stressed out before. I was always angry about it, and then but now it's like I just cry. So it's been a really emotional week this week. I don't know, maybe because of the move. Um, anyways, hi everyone. Christmas Eve. If you don't celebrate, happy holidays. um, so today's topic, or I should say Wednesday Autumn's topic. You like what I did there? Wednesday Autumn's. Autumn's. Um, yeah, I think you're a big fan of that, aren't you? Anyways, her topic was how did religion or faith or not faith play a factor in your life? If there was a change, did being trans play a factor into it? Well, God, I hope I don't cry here because this is gonna be emotional. um, I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm strong now. Anyways, I still feel like something's gonna jump out of that closet. So, um, anyways, still looking. And, okay, so anyways, like, I was raised, in, Catholic. My parents were Catholic. I went to church every Sundays. I also went to Sunday school. And, like, the way I was brought up is, like, the beliefs, like, oh, yeah, by the way, the church was really nice that I went to. It felt homey, and it was just, like, really comfortable, and it was supposed to be, like, God's house, and it felt like that. I mean, I always felt good in that place, when I received confirmation and stuff, I always, like, I felt, you know, being touched, well, not that way, but, just, like, in here, so I was definitely a believer, and, just all that stuff, and, I always believed in that God and Christ have the power to heal, and if you pray a lot, that He will heal you, or something like that. And I know some Mormons believe that too, like they don't want any medical help, and they believe that God will just heal them if they need to be healed. And I kind of played by that factor a little bit because I thought I knew something was wrong with me when I was like 8, and I ever since then I always prayed to God and to make me into a girl or something, and or something like that. And I prayed every day since I was like 8 or so. When I think it was 8 when I knew, but and especially like around this time, Christmas, I prayed extra because I felt that maybe God had more powers around this time or something like that, which is kind of crazy. But I felt like, well, I didn't want anything for Christmas besides to be a girl, and that's kind of what I wanted. So I would, pray really at night and stuff, and hoping I wake up as a girl. And I remember there's been a few times I woke up and I'm like, no, and then I went back to sleep, and then when I woke up and realized it's not gonna happen, I was really crushed, in all those times. And I felt like most of my life I wasted on a belief like that, and I mean, really I did. I mean, I felt like, if it was time for God to make me a girl, He'll make me a girl or something like that. And I went on that belief, and then I went on the belief of like, if I die, maybe God will make me into a girl there, and then I could live a life as a girl. And then it was just, it was all those things, I put in my life. And the thing was, once I started going through puberty, it was like torture to me, like seeing myself change into a guy, growing a beard, growing chest hair, getting more muscles, body frame. It's just torture, and I was just like, why is God putting me through this? I'm really young. Like even from like an 8-year-old, why would an 8-year-old have to go through that? And it's just, it's ridiculous. It's kind of like, it really hit me hard, with like believing in God, because oh sorry, like believing, it's just like I thought something was wrong with me, I thought maybe God didn't like me, or if I was, abandoned, I wasn't good enough for Him. I started getting all these crazy thoughts, about like, is this a test, and why is He testing me on this, and this is totally unfair, and just, I wanted to end my life, because I didn't want to do. I pretty much like stopped believing and tried doing other faiths, like just start with like atheists, but then I was like, it's not working out that well, because I believe there is something out there, especially like being a kid, and I used to see like crazy shit when I was a kid, and which is stupid because now I'm starting to see that again, which is weird. But yeah, so I knew someone was out there, and the other thing is, I also tried like Wiccan, their religion is pretty okay, I mean, I have respect for that, because it's almost certain, I think certain, it branches off into different, like, really bad stuff to really good stuff, and it's almost like very spiritual, and it almost seems like you still are worshiping a god, but there's many gods that kind of correlate to one god or something like that. It's like like there's different pieces of God, and that's kind of where that was going, and that was pretty interesting, but it wasn't for me, so I stopped that. And I kind of went few months without really anything, or several maybe years or so. And then like, I just decided that I needed to um, um, change, do it myself kind of way. Um, so I decided to, you know, self-med, because I was very suicidal at the time, and I was just like, whatever, you know. I think the reason why I didn't opt myself was because I was like, well, if there is a God, I'm going to hell if I do this. And if there isn't a God, if there's nothing, I'm just gonna be nothing. And so I'm like, what's the good of that, in a way? Because there are some good things to be in here. And I was thinking, what the fuck if I go into a place, go to some void where I'm the same person and it's just worse? I don't know if you ever seen that movie, Risk Cutters, but it's something like, I was thinking of something like that, where if I killed myself and then went into a place where it's exactly the same thing, it's just worse. I mean, I was thinking of all that stuff. I'm like, the unknown is too large of a space to play that chance on. So I decided to just go ahead and self-med. And oh my god, I'm going really overtime here. So then I, did that for maybe 5 to 6 months on hormones, and I was laying in the pool, and I was looking at the sky, the blue sky. It was a nice blue sky out, and I was, if there was a God, I was trying to talk to him, and I was saying, I know I've been really, bad at what I've done, and, I was asking, for forgiveness and stuff like that. And then I asked, something like, is it okay what I'm doing, or am I going to burn in hell for this, and, all of a sudden I got two visions, which was weird. I got a vision, and they both were me doing this. I got a vision of me pursuing it, and, in a good way, and then I had a vision of me still pursuing it, but it was in a bad way. Like, I don't want to get too specific on those two, but, and then I felt, like, at peace, which was weird. It was a weird experience, like all of a sudden I just, felt okay, and that's when I, started to go back into, believing, and then I'm thinking, maybe all those times I prayed, I should have prayed for strength, because there was all that time, all those opportunities I could have told my parents when I was young, and maybe God was giving me those opportunities. Maybe not, but maybe something was giving me opportunities to do that, and I didn't. I effed up. I should have had so many chances to do that, and I didn't, because I thought maybe God would just make me a girl, and maybe it was just strength I needed. And anyways, sorry for not being too funny today. Haha. Is this mirror? Oh my god, I got it in mirror mode. Fuck. Because I was looking at the ha, and I'm like, it says ah. I'm like, shit, I got it in mirror mode. Oh well. Anyways, TransByDef Saturday. Yeah, it's been emotional this week. Sorry. Oh my god, I think I just went over Jenny. Bye.